Hello, and welcome to Reverend Anna's Tarot Room. This is Reverend Anna with your Tarot Tuesday reading for the Virgo eclipse, blood moon, and that is happening today. Okay, if you want to know more about the astrology of the eclipse or anything like that, please let me know. I also have the Magic Monday, Starry Sunday thing up. If you'd like to check that out, it's the astrology of the eclipse. It gives you magic workings that you can do for the eclipse and for this week. Okay, let's see what is happening with my collective for the eclipse. What is the beat for the eclipse? For the eclipse. For the eclipse. Ooh. Okay, look at all that. Yeah, this eclipse is gonna be strong for the people in this community. Okay. Let's see what else. What else is happening? Okay, look at all that fire, guys. Look at all that fire. My God. Okay, so it looks like this eclipse is going to be coming in very, very, very strong. Now, some of you in this community, I'm doing this with my fingers. So some of you guys in this community are gonna be receiving it fully. You're not gonna be very guarded against it. Okay, so some of you are like embracing the energy of this eclipse very, very nicely. Some of you have planned stuff, and basically the energy of the eclipse is going to be energizing those plans that you have. Okay, so the advice from the cards is also please don't resist the energy of this eclipse, because it will take you to new places no matter what you do. Okay, you guys, everybody on planet Earth is having a new beginning because of the astrology that's happening. Okay, year of the fire horse. Okay. A lot of people are still celebrating the year of the fire horse. Okay, let's see. Yes, so the cards are talking about, and the astrology really talks about this as well. They're saying this week that this collective needs to like really take a rest and meditate and think about what they align with. Okay, so this is basically the same thing that the astrology said. Now, some of you are going to have a little bit of a rough go this week because all of these relationships that no longer align with you, all of these relationships that shouldn't be here, they're being taken away. Okay, so you guys might feel alone, even though there's good developments happening. You guys might feel like, oh, am I supposed to be doing this alone? Some of you are already alone and are needing to, to kind of network and everything like that. Some of you are not alone, but you have partners that don't resonate with where you want to go. And yet some of you are not alone and have partners who do resonate. Okay, so take this as it resonates. Do not resist this blood moon here, because this blood moon here is really about sustainability and about relationships. So this whole week, this whole month really is all about how are your values reflected in the relationships that you have, and how do your relationships help sustain those values that you have right now, not that you've had before, not that you will have, but at this present moment, where do you center? How do you center in your values? What are like your top 3 values that you would like to espouse in the next year, and who can help and who can hinder that? So they're saying, please, this week, allow yourself to really understand why certain people and certain relationships and certain jobs and certain social groups, and for some of you it's marriages, are being removed from your life, okay, are being cooled down, are being shown clearly. And how does that resonate with where you want to go and what values you want to have and what you're passionate about and all of that? Because if these relationships do not resonate, then you should let them go. You shouldn't resist them leaving. Some of you are already leaving. This is what it's saying. It's saying, please take some time to reflect this week. Take some time to take self-care this week. Take some time to really meditate and center in your values that we've clarified in the last couple of months, okay? Also, if you need to clarify values, that's also here. Let's see what else for the collective, please. So what happens if they clarify all these values and they let these relationships go? What is the outcome if they let these relationships go? Okay, beautiful. Look at all this. Beautiful. So really, we have, this is kind of reflected here. We have a couple of people, a couple of groups within our groups of people. So it's saying there's 3 groups of you. Some of you are going to continue to think about and go deeply in and think about how your values are reflected outward. Some of you are going to blast through these blockages and everything like that. And if you make the choice to let the things that hold you back go, you will have more momentum than you've had before. See, this is momentum, as is this. Okay. And then some of you, if you choose to let those relationships go, or you choose relationships that really from your vicinity that reflect your values, you will have a partnership that lasts a lifetime. You will have partnerships, you will have a community. So some of you are building community, some of you are moving. Actually, this has been kind of the theme for this collective in the past few months. A lot of you are moving. A lot of you are moving cities, moving houses, moving out, moving in with people. So there's a lot of movement going on. Some of you are traveling quite a lot. For some of you, the movement is in ideology. Some of you are like changing your minds about what your values are. And that's why I keep addressing the values talk. Okay. So for a lot of you, you will be gaining momentum because you'll be losing those anvils that hold you back, okay? Those people, situations, jobs, whatever. And you're going to be going to much better jobs, opportunities, and things like this. So you'll have momentum. Some of you are building a network of people who are of like mind. And yet some of you are going to go on journeys ideologically, spiritually, mentally, for your own passion and in a career. So some of you are changing careers for the better. Okay, some of you are changing careers. You're no longer stagnating. Okay. All right, so let's see. And let's see what is the potential outcome. What are the cards saying? What is an advice from the cards to you? Whoop. Okay. Well, we have a couple. It fell down, guys. Okay, you can see my hair. Woo. Okay. Let's shuffle it. What is the advice from the cards for my collective for this week? And then we'll wrap it up. Okay. Yes. Beautiful. So the cards are saying, my dear collective, please give love to yourself and don't give love where love is not reciprocated. Okay. The cards are talking about in order for you to be at peace, you have to give yourself the same love you would give other people, okay? And absolutely let the people go who want to leave, okay? Some people are just not working with you anymore. Some relationships are just not working anymore. And you have to love yourself enough to take you and the people who still love and be at peace, okay? So be peaceful when these people, forgive them for not coming through. Forgive them for whatever they've done. Forgive yourself for having to move on. This is the energy of forgiveness over here. This is also the energy of love, is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so we're talking about forgiveness is key. Emotional awareness is key. It's okay to love people and for them to love you, and just for you guys to grow apart. And that's kind of what's happening here. The energies are taking people away from you because you both need to be in other places. That doesn't mean you don't love these people and you're not going to tell them hello. If you see them on the street or whatever, it just means whatever lessons you guys had together are done. And now it is time to move on. Okay? One more for the road, please. Let's see, one more for the road. One more for the road. So for this eclipse, whoop, they keep falling on the ground, guys. I don't know. Whoop, there I go again. Okay. They're saying strength will be restored. Be strong. Fix yourself. Allow your higher self to really speak this week. And let it tell you what you need. Okay? So listen to your intuition, guys, okay? Listen to your intuition this week. It'll lead you down the right path. Listen to what sparks joy and happiness, like I love Marie Kondo, not affiliated, okay? But ask yourself that question. What sparks joy? Okay? Whatever gives you joy is the thing you're supposed to be doing, okay? Manifestation doesn't ask from us to be boring and just manifest, okay? It asks us to be joyous. It asks us to be happy about what we do, okay? It asks us, not forced happiness, but like, what are you happy with? Find the thing that you're happy with and do that every single day. I mean, you can be making paper frogs. I make paper frogs, okay? I like making paper frogs. It's a very good memory from my childhood. And when I need to feel happy, if I have a bad day, I'll make a paper frog and it'll make me happy. And it jumps up and down. And, I'm like a little kid. Okay. So, but this is that energy. Like, make sure that whatever you do it from a point of view of peace and calmness. And does it bring more calm? Does it bring more joy? Does it fix the things that don't bring you joy and happiness? Or are you just stuck in the same pattern with the same people who don't bring anything? With the same things who don't bring anything? So be strong this week. Allow yourself to stand in your values, whatever they might be. Okay? Forgive yourself and other people for not standing in your values with you. If you manage to do that, if you manage to embrace the energy of authenticity this week and this month, your momentum will grow and you'll have velocity by the end of the month. And you will be accumulating new people who support the goals you have and the values you have now. Plus, the Ten of Pentacles is also money, guys. Okay? These are career cards here as well. So some of you are actually getting a new career with lots of money. But the inner work is more important. And the inner work says that if you do this inner work, you'll get whatever it is you want. You'll figure out how you manifest, which is, in my opinion, okay, More important than having a career, just a career with lots of money. But to each their own. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay? And I love you guys. Like, share, subscribe. It really helps my channel out. And Reverend Anna is out.